Hello Scorpio, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot and welcome to your reading. I have already got two cards for you here. Let's pull out all the other cards and begin your reading. So let me just shuffle the cards. Okay, let's take that. You got the Nine of Wands and you have the Two of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. You know, your reading is talking of having a wish fulfilled. Okay, you've got a lot of cup cards. You know, I think emotionally, there's something you've been seeking which you have got, right? And it's making you very, very happy. You've been waiting for a wish fulfillment which has happened in the recent past. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. So now let us see what your reading is about. You have the Storm Fields and you have the Magic Prayer card. I think, you've had a reconciliation with a loved one. Someone who's very close to you, someone who's very close to your heart, somebody, you've known for a very, very long time, and there has been a patch up of late, or there has been a reconnection, or, you've started talking to somebody you knew way back, and there's been a long gap between there's been a lot of distance and time gone by, and you reconnected after a very long time. Maybe there were mild differences which were not addressed, but keeping those differences in mind, there was this little separation, or there was this distance created between you and the other person. Now this is a relationship you have not given up on, Scorpio. You have held on to it. You have not been able to dismiss it. You've not been able to let go of it. And I get the feeling that it is a long standing one. It's someone you've known for a long time. With Two of Cups, it is about people coming together after a very long time. So you have, even though the distance was there, even if you were not in communication for a long time, but you never gave up that relationship. You never gave up that person. You never turned your back completely on them. It could have been the case of, connecting, reconnecting, connecting, reconnecting, because at a certain level, this relationship stirs up some uncomfortable thoughts and feelings also in you. You know, sorry. There are certain. There are certain aspects to this relationship which are not very smooth and easy, yet you're not able to completely disconnect from this person, and you're not able to get a solution to those issues as well. So coming back to your reading, in the past there has been a reconciliation, there has been, and the person has come across very warmly. They have been equally enthusiastic and happy to speak to you as you have been. So with these two cards, there has been a time where you've shared a lot, you have spoken to each other. There has been a warm, free-flowing conversation happening with both of you, and because of which there's this new sense of happiness. There is this new feeling in your heart. There is this sense of joy and happiness that you feel having reconnected with this person. Okay, now this is time to, at this point in time, you've got your wish fulfilled, things are on track, But you are like this card says, storm feels something stirs up in you. You still, the like the core issue you have with this person, it might not be evident to them. Things are not, for some of you, it could not be spelt out. They are just feelings, they are just thoughts. There are certain misgivings, there are certain aspects to this relationship which make you feel uncomfortable. And even after having reconnected in the recent past, those things have not been sorted out for you, right? You've still not been able to get a handle on them, you've still not reached a conclusion about those issues. Now, you need to uh, don't run away from them. See, you might feel that those issues are something, if they are not getting a very clear cut answer, you might as well just turn your back on the relationship and again move away. But Scorpio, I feel, see, for Scorpio, there is always going to be a special relationship which keeps going around in circles and not reaching a desired conclusion, or a solid conclusion, or something which tells you that okay, this is like this and it's going to be like this. Things are always moving around in circles. There is this person in your life who will always keep coming in, going out, coming in, going out. Whatever the relationship and whoever the person, but you will have this one relationship where you really can't get a grip on it. So and you keep feeling like that, that I should run away, I should move away, I should, let me not look at things, let it be the way it is. But Scorpio, you also cannot let things be the way they are. You need to get that conclusion. You need to know which direction it's going in. You need to face all these things, right? That is the whole thing. Now, with the Knight of Wands, you also sometimes feel all right, that maybe it's okay, when I feel like connecting, let me connect, otherwise let it be the way it is. But you also know that it cannot be like that. The sign Scorpio is like that. It needs a decision. It needs to have um, that clarity, that will it or will it not. So this constant back and forth is also something which keeps happening with you and the relationship. Now you need to really do some research. You really need to go through things, and you really need to stay committed, not move away when you feel like, and not rejoin when you feel like. Not to say that this is a little detrimental for you, because you are left hanging. Now, what the other person feels and how they look at the relationship is their side of the story. But what about you? You know, you need to make a commitment to either stay or to let go of this. What is it that you would want for it, or want for yourself? And that is the core of your reading. That this is so disturbing. It keeps disturbing you. After a period of peace, there's a little lull, and then you start thinking about the relationship, and again it kind of disturbs you. So that back and forth and running away from issues really needs to be dealt with. Now, what is the best way to deal with this? You just need to say a prayer to the universe, and to you ask the universe that whatever it is that is best for me, let that happen. See, you might, at the human level, we think of a whole lot of scenarios, what we like, what we may not like, what we dread, what we detest, what we love. But one never really knows what is good for us, and whatever it is that we are creating for ourselves. Oh, I've got this card. Whatever it is that we are creating for ourselves, will really things work out like that? Will you really be happy if those kind of things really happen? So it's a lot of stuff going on in your mind, and it's not reaching anywhere, it's not reaching any conclusion. So for you, as far as this relationship is concerned, first and foremost, you need to make a commitment whether you want to stay or whether you want to move away completely. With the Nine of Wands over here, this is a relationship you want to stay with, that is for sure, Scorpio. You don't want to give it up. It's been a very, very long time for you and this person, and there is no way that you have ever felt like giving it up completely. There is a certain sense of joy, there is a certain happiness, there is a certain you know yeah, that's what I can feel. It's there's a lot of joy and happiness in this relationship. See, deep friendship, romantic relationship, it's you just feel very happy with this person, and that is the reason why you have stayed with this for such a long time. So you need to make a commitment that you want to stay or you want to leave, but I feel this is not a relationship you want to let go of. So with the Knight of Wands over here, you need to be very clear that you are going to stay with it and not have this inconsistency in the relationship. You need to, just the way we do research on something and we stay committed to it, that is the way, that is the kind of effort you need to put in, slowly, little by little. And why stay committed? Because it does bring you a lot of happiness. You've got so many cup cards over here, but at this point in time, what your guidance is, that you leave it to the universe and tell the universe that whatever is best for me and whatever is part of my journey, let that happen. And that is going to take a big load off your shoulder. That is the only way this problem will resolve. Then you will feel free of it. You will not blame, and not blaming yourself, but you will not hold yourself responsible that I made this choice, and now because of this choice, I things are going the way they are going. I wish I had never done it. Then in the second instance, you feel I wish I had done it. So there is this lot of back and forth which keeps creating this storm inside of you. So for you the guidance is to just surrender this to the universe and say that if you want, if it's part of my life purpose, if it is part of my life in this incarnation to have this person in my life, then let it be. If it is not, then the universe will do what it needs to do for you as far as this relationship goes. You do not take the decision, let the decision be on the universe, and you will see a weight being lifted off your shoulder as well as your head. That confusion will stop for good, forever, because you have left it to the universe that whatever is the best thing for you as well as for the other person, let that happen. And just after taking that decision, put your focus and energy on the work you're doing. Then you will be able to work single-mindedly on whatever it is that you love doing, and blossom in that, work well in that, dedicate yourself to that, and not work with that little pressure at the back of your mind about this person. And in course of time, you do that, then you tell yourself, no, I've handed it over to the universe, whatever it deems fit, I'm happy with that. And then again, you have that single-minded focus to work and build your life for yourself. So that's very important at this point in time, that you need to really put in effort to create something for yourself. Maybe this indecision about the relationship is not allowing you also to work with full concentration and full focus. So the moment you let it you hand it over to the universe and say that please help me with this, and let me know what is, you take it on from here onwards, and I will just flow along with that. That way everything will get sorted out for you, Scorpio. So I hope you found this reading helpful. Thank you for watching.